Hi, and welcome back to the Positive Prepper. So, as my title suggests, say goodbye to sanctuary cities, and I'm going to tell you why. In the last video that I put out, I said that the Islamic world, they were just kind of waiting for that event or that code, right, to rise up against the American people. Well, that came out today. They are calling for a globalization, a global mobilization of people that are supportive of Palestine and the Arabs and the Islam religion. So why am I saying goodbye to the sanctuary cities? Well, let me start with this. So for those of you who aren't aware, the Biden administration was actually infiltrated by a very high-ranking Iranian supporter. She actually pledged her allegiance to the Iranian government. Her name is Ariana, and I'm going to not say this last name right, Tabatabai, something like that. It's Tabatabaie, if you want to look it up. So what happened was in January of 2021, after Biden took office, okay, she was one of the former senior policy advisors to the United States Department of Defense. And she also very openly vowed allegiance to the Iranian government. But she was part of the negotiating team that was negotiating the nuclear Iran deal. And so she often met with high-ranking Iranian officials and asked for their guidance in shaping our foreign policy on Iran. How much sense does that make? Our United States Department of Defense is seeking advice from an Iranian allegiant who asked the Iranians how they wanted our policies to be. I'm not kidding about this. This is true. Look it up. It's Ariana, Ariana, and the last name is Tababaie. Look it up. I'm not kidding, folks. So the Biden administration allowed this Iranian allegiant person to come in and negotiate with Iranian leaders about how our foreign policy should be. And an update, she still, as of yesterday, still has her high security clearance in the United States government. Coincidence? So here's what's happening, folks. And I'm not going to make this long video because I already said a lot in my last video. So hopefully you were able to watch that. These attacks that happen in Israel are coming to a neighborhood near you, especially if you live in blue cities. Okay? So the sanctuary cities, they invited all of these people coming illegally across the southern border. Just come to our city. We're going to protect you. We're going to take care of you. We're going to feed you, clothe you, house you, give you medical, anything you need. Just come to us. We're going to protect you. We will take you under our wing, right? About 3 days later, okay, we've had enough. We can't take anymore. We're over. We just can't do it. We don't have the money. We don't have the space. We're kicking veterans out of hotels. We're kicking kids out of schools and out of parks. We can't do this anymore. with no regard to how those southern states have had to deal with this for 3 years, right? But because they allowed all of these people to come into their sanctuary cities, and remember in my last video, for every 1,000 people that they got at the southern border, 700 got away. And remember, I also said that there was probably a battalion of Middle Eastern people here that hate America that are already in position just waiting for that order. This was in my last video a couple days ago. So now they are talking about this global mobilization. It's supposed to happen on Friday. Why do we take this seriously? We take this seriously because almost in every single blue city that said that they were these sanctuary cities, how many of these people do you think are in those cities? And it's not just them. You have Black Lives Matter that's supporting them. You probably have Antifa that's supporting them. You have Berkeley students supporting them. You have Harvard students supporting them. You have the University of Virginia students supporting them. Okay? Just to name a few. So all of these people that are supporting this horrific attack on Israel, women, children, okay? So you have all of these other people that have joined in that chorus of, oh, free Palestine, right? So in these blue cities, you know, the ones where they peacefully protested back in 2020. Now, I'm not saying this is going to happen. I'm never going to say this is going to happen. But I'm telling you, it's a very real possibility. In our culture, in our climate, in our environment today, politically, societally, religiously, economically, everything is put in place to continue that further divide. Okay? And remember in a video that I did a while ago, I said that the Democrats will do anything they can to keep power because they know they can't win legally and fairly. Okay? So take this seriously. So what does that mean? If this happens on Friday, your sanctuary cities are going to be probably the first ones to feel the impact. Okay? Because that's where a lot of these people from the southern border that we don't know who they are went. Okay? There's also a lot of gotaways. So, you know, us living here in rural America, are we completely safe from that? No, because I don't know where they went. And right now, we are all border states. So we all need to be hyper vigilant, especially on Friday and for the next few days after that. Okay? So here's what I want to tell you. If you've got plans on Friday to go to a sporting venue, your kid's soccer game, whatever it is, change your plans. Do not go anywhere where there's any large gatherings, especially if you are in a town or a city where there are certain groups of people, whether it's Islamic, BLM, Antifa, all of that. Do not go. Change your plans. Your kids can miss a football game. They're fine. Okay? I would stay home. I wouldn't go out to eat. I wouldn't go to a sporting event. I wouldn't go, especially to places like a mall. Okay? Now, is this living in fear? Oh my gosh, we're not. No. Okay, it's one day. And if you decide to go, if you absolutely refuse to change your plans, Pay attention to where all the exits are, to wherever you are. Okay, a lot of people get killed by being trampled. So if you're going to a sporting event, if you're going to a mall, if you're going out to eat, sit near an exit. Know where all the exits are and stay vigilant. If you have your CNC, you darn well better be carrying, because you may need to protect yourself and your family. Okay? We already know, we've been told for a while that gas prices are going to go up, right? I think it reached $100 a barrel today. If something happens in the United States, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all the prices of everything are going to skyrocket. So I hope that you've been paying attention and listening, not just to me, but other preppers in the community or in your own community, and you have been preparing. Okay, this isn't the time to panic. I'm not saying panic. I'm not saying, oh my God, the world's going to end. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you need to be prepared, just in case. We always prepare for the worst, but pray that we take a different path. Always. But there's a very real possibility, because remember, it only takes that one spark to start that forest fire. I don't know if this is it. I hope not. I'm hoping that people on both sides and all sides just ignore it. I really am hoping that. But the day will come when that spark will be lit and that forest fire will be burning out of control. And how is that going to affect you and your family? Okay? So just be prepared. Stay home if you can. Make sure that if you have to go, like I have to go to work on Friday. I have to. Okay? So I'm going to be prepared. I will have my bug out bags or my get home bags. I will be armed. I will be ready to face whatever I need to face to get where I need to be. And I hope that you take that seriously and at least plan for it. And I would say not just Friday. Okay? Remember that some things take a day or two or three. Okay? I'm not saying it's going to. I'm saying it could. It's a possibility. And as preppers, we deal in possibilities. And also as preppers, we go under the understanding that there are never coincidences. I just put out a video a couple days ago about that thing that will make all these people rise up. And then today we hear about it. So pay attention. Be especially vigilant. Pray for God's mercy on the United States. Pray for God's divine intervention. But as always, stay safe, stay aware, and God bless.